Alternatively, I'd make this competitor at least get rid of some stuff that is unnecessary. Things it has that the desktop competitor doesn't have, but things it doesn't need. There is Microsoft Clip Champion, which I never used in a very long time now. Might as well get rid of that. Good times of being able to look over at the other's game. That's what I want again, is to be able to do it. But too bad this competitor has been severely neglected. It didn't have to go on our trip. It didn't have to be bundled in there with that HDD. But we brung them. It's really nasty how it fell out of the bag as we scrambled to find my phone, which also almost got lost. Scary airport. I should just get rid of that now. So if we were in the reality, or if we were in the maybe it is that word. If we were in the reality where, it would be timeline. But anyways, if we were in the timeline of which your phone been lost, like how Deeds DY lost his, and then it was stolen and being tracked to be going away somewhere. But then the way that looks, how there's loading square, then of course the rat-a-tat cursor being in the middle of the black square, then the rat-a-tat was kind of darker. So if y'all have any more plugs, let's see. Definitely no way this Pro 2 doesn't work, because I just used the native plug with and there's also the one that came for the other can. It didn't work again. This Pro 2 is the third device to have data loss with the phone and the HDD. Of course it would have data loss, why wouldn't it? It was only the cam that had the rest of the Alaska series videos that'll be lost. That's the only way to save it, is to upload its videos. If y'all even still have the plug that came with it, or at least should have came with it. Maybe it's in the case itself. Otherwise, I wouldn't really know where it is. The light should turn on. Totally should have made the videos back up to the HDD just so that they're in there. So it might just be the end of it now. I'll just go and borrow the one that my cams used. If this doesn't work, then I guess the last resort is to have it plugged in for the next couple days and make it upload every video that it has to the cloud. This has to be the surefire way to have it work. This is the plug that they should have been using. If it worked. Yay. Absolute miracles. I knew it would work. Also, it plugs into that slot, which the other plugs don't, so it's no wonder that one worked. Now I so need to absolute ASAP and get its videos and throw them into the HDD just so that they're somewhere else. 2 different places holding them. Just in case. Competitor always said that the scale recommends that. And now I check and it says it recommends that. And what do you know, because I so remember back in the days when its scale was small. So now that it says it wants to do that again, now I want to keep it like that. Because, default. Hey, look, it's that wrist, Josh. Man, that thing, there's no sound with that. So it has to use the standard speaker option just to have sound. Or that, the beauty of this compiler's soundness is kind of gone down the toilet in recent years. Or 2025 was the year that it all went into the sewage. Golly Jeezers creepers, it's stank, eh? You'll know stinky when you see stinky. the speakers of that compiler can't be perfectly utilized because of the old app getting broken, unfunctional, and now the Razor-ish app is kind of bad. The fact that the phone can show 8K POV, the iPhone 18 Pro Max has 8K. Need. If it will exist, then need. Not want, need. I shall disable that disgusting nighttime mode. Now we can flash some 4K and 8K and see if there's an actual difference. Just a 4K video is wide, and the 8K one is more zoomed in. That'll be kind of hard to spot the difference. Video store thinks it's an unstable 4K video, even though it's 8K boy video store. It's Trex, buddy. And Trex, buddy, yeah, boy. So it just so happens that the iPhone 15 is the one that supported connecting the Ace Pro 2 to the phone to view its files. Maybe I shall make both videos zoom at something specific, like at the TV. So it does look like 8K has more crispy, well, not really more crispy, but slightly more crispy details than 4K. So of course, if y'all look at texture things such as that, it looks more detailed in 8K versus 4K. At least it is better. And then the sounds, of course, are all front-ended. That's the meaning of he's. I wonder if you hear that, because those are some good birdies. Sure do. Now I wonder how you add a text. Oh, there. Just your mobile device's screen feels dirty. It seems like it didn't even fix anything. It only made the sounds louder. There's a mystery of how inside of that game the sounds could be more spatial. That's kind of weird how selecting 8K allows a way higher sound quality to be used. So is it able to do 8K? Unless I can just upload that to the tube. It would be kind of yummy to do 8K. Even something as ridiculous as ProRes HQ with 8K. Yeah, I could just attempt to do it because it's not that giant. This is only 3 gigabytes. That'd be good. I don't know if it'll actually be fast or whatever. Birdies. Sure do. Never said it like that for a long time. Birdies. So of course, unlike Bedrick Edition, when that game gets all lagsy, instead of something happening really suddenly, like a movie max moving would make them suddenly zoom away. On that kind of the game, they just freeze. So no jump scares or blinkable moments happen in that kind of the game, which is just better. Birdies. Birdies. whatever those silly birdies are doing at night time. Oh well, can't to what birdies will do. Also, I read up on what the Robo said about the difference between a virtual machine and then something like the Windows sandbox along a virtual machine as well. Literally a virtual competitor, meaning it stays existent. Meanwhile, with the Windows sandbox, it is just an well, it's just a non-cared for sloppy Windows that runs, and once you close it, everything about it gets completely wiped out. Meaning it won't save anything at all. That's a whole lot of player weirdos. It's Mac OS too. It looks to see them fighting. Virtual boxoid. Which maybe I'll just go ahead and get rid of it. Catchy all the blade. Blade monster truck slice P. SS. Very silly Willy, all of Blake and the monster trucks. It sounds exactly like a video, actually it's a short-ish video that I've seen in the tube one day that showed of a man showing off satisfying whatever, some kind of a thing, image gain, which man is putting his hand in different sources of water. light mode is actually kind of vibing. I think I kind of like it. Yummy 8K video is being produced over there. Anyways, looks like its job is done now. So while I'm searching keywords, Natalie finds images, but also videos that showed of what matches they keep. So anyways, what y'all were talking about of satisfying videos of a man touching water or something like that. Well, then there's a video, there's a shorts that I used to see. There was exact sounding birdie sound. It's kind of weird how the debug thingy doesn't even show everything that there used to be. Maybe I should then type the thing in command that says reduce the debug info and make it say Faust, and it'll all show up again. Oh, of course I did that. I think I know what other part of the problem is. It's kind of hard to see. There's keys. They're different. All those should be enabled all along. It's all about what shows in that menu. Totally would have never knew that existed. And it can choose to make it always display. And it'll always show there. If y'all wondered how that shows, y'all have to hit F3 and F6 at the same time.